Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another astral message. If your sun, moon, or rising just so happens to be in Sagittarius, this message is divinely for you. How are you guys doing, my Sagittarius? I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope all is well with you guys. And this is just going to be a little energy check and a little check-in regarding Sagittarius. So we talk a little bit about everything. If you're new to this channel, welcome. And let's dive in. So the first card that I have for you guys is the Star. The Star does show up for Sagittarius. And as I was shuffling and meditating this morning, I heard the divine say to me, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, what do you mean where I'm going? And I realized that the message wasn't exactly for me, but the message was for Sagittarius, because I was thinking about Sagittarius this morning and how it was time to pull, because you guys were the first sign that came to mind. And I heard that loud and clear. Where are you guys going? And I find it symbolic that the Star came out in your reading, Sagittarius, because that's already telling me that I feel that you guys are in the brink of moving on and moving forward, right? I just muted my phone because I get so many notifications, but I feel that you guys are on the brink of, I feel like you all are on the brink of a new beginning, but this new beginning wasn't something that you planned. This new beginning isn't even something that you'd hope for. So we have to acknowledge that. We have to talk about that, because when people say new beginnings, right, it sounds like a good thing. It sounds like, oh yeah, a new beginning, yay. But for some of us, it's like there's something bittersweet about that new beginning. So we're going to talk about that here. The Six of Wands shows up for Sagittarius. We have the Seven of Cups. Okay. We have the Seven of Cups that shows up for Sagittarius. And then we have Justice. Back of the deck energy. The Seven of Wands. Alrighty. Okay. After the disappointment, or after the setbacks, after the relationship not working out, after hearing some tough news, after doing everything that you can to make it right or to make it better, and something is still not pulling through the way that you'd like, whether it be something very minor or something very, very big, there is something going on with Sagittarians where you guys have given your all and you've tried your best. But what I want to also say to you guys intuitively is that despite everything that has happened to Sagittarius, whether it be those setbacks or anything where you had high hopes for something and it did not pull through, you should definitely give yourself a round of applause of how you are handling it, Sagittarius. I feel that you should give yourself a lot of grace comparing to how you used to be and how you're handling it now. And for my Sagittarians that are not handling it very well, and you guys are having moments where you're doubting yourself or you're questioning yourself, you're wondering if you're making the right choice, the divine is calling on you to look within yourself and to recognize that the recognition, the rewards, and all of those things are going to be coming in, but you have to have the power to recognize that within yourself. And you have to disconnect, pull away, and focus on the bigger task at hand. And that is your development. That is your healing. That is your next phase, the next step. I just feel that you guys have been on the last page of a chapter, and Spirit is waiting on you to turn the next page, which is that fresh new start for you. But there's some of you that, from what I'm feeling, not necessarily wanting to turn that next page because of what it means, because of what it entails. It can even be as big as you could be expecting a child, and yes, you're so happy to be expecting a child, but there's a fear there. There's an old part of your life that's reaching its end, and this is a new beginning. This preparation, this thing that you're dealing with, where you're buying everything you need. You're buying your formula. You're buying a crib. You're buying a diaper bag. You're buying all of these things to prepare for your baby. But there's a part of you that feels like, am I really ready for this though? Am I ready for what this means? Am I ready for how life is going to be without you? Or am I ready for how life is going to be different? And Sagittarius, I feel that you guys do very well to change, but I also feel that so much change has been happening that you guys are a little bit discouraged. You guys are a little bit tired of it. And it's just like, I just want something to be normal. I just want something to look the way I remember it. I just want to go back and see something from my childhood and recognize that this is something that I used to play with. This used to be my room. This used to be my house. This was mine. This used to be my mother's. This used to be my father. There's something that's going on here that I'm shocked that the Six of Cups didn't show up, but it's okay. Because I feel that rather than the Six of Cups showing up, we get the Seven of Wands instead, which is talking about the drama, the whatever that's happening that's kind of making you feel like I have to move on. I have to move forward. I have to do what I have to do. And as you do that, Sagittarius, there is promise. There is hope. Because you got the Justice card. So again, whatever that was taken from you or whatever that you're waiting for, it's going to be coming back in a big way. It's going to be replaced with something better. So see this redirection as God's protection, please. And try not to be hard on yourself on what you could have done better, because I believe you did the best that you could. And compared to how you used to handle things and how you're handling it now, it's a testament to your growth. And again, if you're someone that's not handling things relatively very well, you are being called to look at the hidden messages and the meaning behind all of these things. You are called to look at that. I'm not exactly sure what this message may mean to you, because we are reading for a big group of Sagittarians, right? So we could be talking about anything. We could be talking about a relationship that came to an end. We can be talking about, I'm moving and I'm not really familiar with my surroundings, even though I love traveling. We could be talking about a number of things when we talk about this general message as here. But what I love is the fact that the divine is holding your hand right now, saying you really are on the right track. You really are making the right decisions. And no, you are not alone. You are not alone. And you're going to be receiving those signs that you're not alone, Sagittarius, or that your efforts are not going to go in vain. So despite the Seven of Wands and despite the Seven of Cups, where you have to make some tough choices or some decisions, there is a victory here. There is recognition for all of your efforts. But even with that recognition, there's people that maybe don't want to see that, or you could be the one that's being hard on yourself. Whatever the case may be, Sagittarius, whatever that had to walk away from you was for your protection. Whatever that had to ascend and go to the next phase, it was time, is what I'm picking up on. Whether it was the right direction or it was time for this to happen. It was time for this to come to an end. It was time for this to reach its completion, right? So I do feel like a lot of Sagittarians are a little nostalgic right now, or craving things of the past. You guys could even be looking through old pictures, creating ancestral altars, honoring the people that have passed on, learning from your parents' mistakes, or learning from your grandmother or your grandfather's mistakes. You guys could, this is a great time to ask questions. Hey, what was my grandmother like? I'm even hearing, you look so much like your grandmother. You look so much like your mother. You look X, Y, and Z. Da, 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 da. For some of you, that could be triggering, and for some of you, it's an honor, depending on the context and the situation at hand. Okay. So what can Sagittarians expect with career in the month of October, leading into November? And also, your solar return is around the corner, too. So there's definitely this energy of an ending is here, the end of an era, or the end of something that was no longer working anymore. And there is a message here saying it had to reach its completion. It had to. It couldn't continue to stay as it is, because you are changing, or what's needed for you it's going to require you to make some tough choices. So some of you are moving. Some of you are walking away from relationships. Some of you are saying goodbye. And you know, another thing I want to talk about with Sagittarius, let me actually expose y'all a little bit. When Sagittarians, you know, that stereotype where they say Sagittarians love to travel, they love to see the world, and yeah, they quit their job to go have an eat, pray, love moment, right? That's the going joke, and for some of you, there is some truth to it, but I'm very big on looking at the deeper meaning behind why a sign, a zodiac sign, or a certain energy does what they do, right? With you guys, yeah, that's the running joke. But underneath those layers, Sagittarians are finding themselves, and Sagittarians are looking for a place called home and wanting to find peace within that. Sagittarians have been everywhere, and now they are home, or now they are building their roots. They are building what's theirs. But if some of you guys are still wandering, if some of you guys are still drifting, if some of you guys are still going place to place, yes, there's freedom to that, but there's also something going on with, I do want my house. I do want my own apartment. I do want to say that this is mine. I do want to make my home better. I want to get solar panels. I want to change the windows. I want to paint the house. I want to buy more art. I want to come here and see that this is my house, or this is mine, and this is what I deserve. I want to feel that. I feel like you guys are craving stability, actually. And all of you are working so hard to obtain that. This card fell on the floor. Now we have the King of Cups that's reversed. It's on the floor, so let me get it. The King of Cups reversed and the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Cups, no, the Three of Pentacles reversed, and then the King of Cups reversed. Yeah, there's definitely some form of an ending that's taking place, and all of it was a redirection. Sagittarians, please be mindful of what you're eating. Please be mindful of what you're consuming, okay? All right, so let's focus on the King of Cups reverse. Now, a lot of you that are my lovely ladies, hello, or you could be a Ken, and whatever, it doesn't matter, or you could just be a regular guy that stumbled across this pink, bubbly, fun channel. Thank you so much for joining the Wisdom Gang. King of Cups is here. Now, let's say you're a divine masculine. Let's say that this is for you. This is more so about whatever that you're constantly giving to people, make sure that you're giving that to yourself. For example, if you are helping people reach their potential and reach their destiny, you should be doing the same for yourself. So you guys are going to be receiving important information or important mail or important emails. Please pay attention to that, Sagittarians, because again, you're constantly putting people on, but you have to pay attention to what's trying to come for you, what's wanting to knock on your door to give you an opportunity. Some of this could be mentorship. It could be joining a program that you've been wanting to join. The window is very, very small. So be on top of that. Pay attention to that. Now, if you are a woman, right, a lot of you are thinking about someone. You're wondering about someone. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but whoever that came to mind is the person in question. A lot of you are waiting. Maybe you know that this person is going to reach out. Maybe you know that this person is going to come back and want to make amends with you and want to speak with you. Maybe you're waiting on that, right? So will this person be coming around? I have to be honest, Sagittarius, I feel that whatever that this is that you had to walk away from for a lot of you, we'll talk about the single Sagittarians briefly, but whatever that you had to walk away from that wasn't really helping you grow and it was just becoming the same thing, it was becoming redundant, I feel that yes, this person may resurface again, this person may come back, but there's still a risk with even how they come back. There's still a risk with how they approach you. because it's not guaranteed that they're going to stay. It's almost like you have to surrender to the things that you can't change. You have to surrender to what you don't have control over, and that is other people. Yes, you can light candles and you can manipulate energy to kind of serve you, but again, it is taking away someone's free will. So, I have my love candles and things like that, but I always put in my notes when I send out my fixed candles, my love candles are mood enhancers. And they are supposed to ignite the love that's already between someone. But if you ever use anything, whether it's my candle or anyone's candle, to manipulate and bring someone towards you, make sure that the feeling is mutual, because it's always going to fall on deaf ears, or it's always not going to take, or it's always not going to last. And there is adverse effects to trying to take someone's free will because of what it is that you want. I am not sure why that came through in my reading just now, but that is for some of you. It's not for all of you, but it's for a small bunch. Just needed to say that, because for some of you, it's like you're waiting on someone, you're waiting on love, or you're waiting on this person to come back to you, but it may not be what you even want. It may not be what you need, actually. So take this as you have to turn the next page. You have to start this new chapter. And maybe there's a lot of you that's not allowing that to happen. You're not allowing this change to come in, or for this new burst of energy to seek through. Okay? So try not to resist what this is, because the more you keep this going, the more this is going to continue to happen. Now, Sagittarius, if you're single and you've been looking for a divine counterpart, well, how have you been? Are you even ready for that? Be honest with yourself. How have you been? How are you? What's good? How are you doing? Are you okay? Because, we feel so, I don't want to use the word entitled, but we feel so, I need to be in a relationship because I deserve it, right? And that's fine. Like, that's not a bad statement to say, because damn it, we all deserve love. But, okay, but have you been doing the work that's necessary, right? Have you been really calling yourself out and doing shadow work, or really looking at yourself and looking at certain patterns so you're not doomed to repeat them? There is a reason why your person has not come in yet, but that doesn't mean that you're not meeting someone, because you did get the Knight of Pentacles. So they're saying you don't really have to rush this process, and it's not meant for you to rush that process. If you are rushing it, you may be running into some brick walls. You may be running into some brick walls, and that's just what it is. Because it's actually not time yet. Your relationship that's coming in is actually going to flow. And it's going to make sense. The Three of Cups. Take this time to have fun. Take this time to date. Take this time to explore parts of yourself. And if you're not ready to do that, then take the time to focus on yourself. The Three of Wands. You have a lot to look forward to, actually. But the Five of Pentacles reverse, this is a great time to focus on debt or money owed to you that will be coming back to you. I always say this for Sagittarius, debt being owed to you, because something is owed to Sagittarius. Something does belong to you. And I've been saying this on my channel for like 6 months now. And I'm just going to keep saying that until I see a breakthrough, until all of you guys reach out to me and say, yes, I've been waiting for this settlement, or yes, I've been waiting for this promotion. I've been waiting for this and it's mine. I've been waiting for my award. And it's coming in. It's coming through. A debt finally being paid, an offer. Now, who's another Sagittarius that we know that's been waiting for something to happen, that's been waiting for that breakthrough, but it hasn't happened because of whatever circumstances and decisions that they've made, decisions that other people have made. Who do we know? We just talked about her on my channel. Last video that I just uploaded before the Zodiac. That's, yeah. So she's a Sagittarius. If she's waiting for something to come through, the divine set is coming through. The divine set is coming through. So the same message is for you guys. You've been waiting for something. You've been praying on something, and you deserve it. It's coming through. And even if it's not a physical reward, like a trophy or something of that sort, it's you coming to a decision on, I know what I want to do with my life. I know my purpose, or I know where I'm going. And that in itself is a gift. That in itself is a huge reward, to know that I know what I'm supposed to do. Because again, a lot of you guys have been drifting and traveling and trying to find who can guide you into what to bring you to that conclusion, and you're about to reach that. So Sagittarius, you guys have been through so much, and I just want to say that you guys are doing such a beautiful job with owning that and honing that. But again, if you are not, this is a great time to start. This is a beautiful time to start. So for the month of October and November, revelations, endings, new beginnings, but we have to allow them to happen, right? We can't stop it. We can't force it. We also can't go back to what we are working on removing ourselves from. We can't go back. We can only go forward, because if you go back, you're not learning anything. You did that. You got to go forward. You have to go forward, because going forward is going to get you to your destination. Not going backward on who you used to be, not going backward on how strong you used to be, how fine you used to be, how much money you used to have, how you were that girl, how you were that guy, how y'all were in love and how it was amazing. It's great. It's great to reminisce, but it's also amazing to look forward to what's to come, because there's so much more that the world wants to offer you, rather than focusing on what the world was offering you before. So focus on the now, so you're not stuck in the past, so you're not stuck in the 90s, in the early 2000s or whatever. You got to be here and up to speed on where life is taking you, so you can adjust and make the most of it. Anything else for Sagittarius? Nope. The world. Yeah, there's definitely an ending here. The world has been showing up for a lot of people. The world can talk. It can talk about travel, but it can also talk about reaching its completion. It's the ultimate form of it's done. It is done. Anyway, guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for sitting with me and being in this moment with me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I love you guys to the moon and back. Leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your input on this. If you love more readings and videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps a lot. That's all I have. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.